Coach, obviously Ohio State's a team with a lot of weapons, but big plays, explosive plays, really a bunch of them for them today. It's something that's kind of been a little bit of a bugaboo for you guys this year defensively. Just, I guess, how frustrating has this been, and what did you kind of see were the issues there?
Yeah, well, obviously, with all the playmakers that they have, just the run-pass conflicts they put you in, was a concern going in. But, try to be able to load the box, take away the run. Sometimes running backs, and obviously the receivers, if you isolate those guys, try to, double cover a couple guys, but you can't do more than that with the two of them, some pass situations. So, yeah, I was disappointed in the explosive plays we gave up, especially in the run game. More so, the pass game is hard. They got guys matched up against you. And there's not enough hats to the ball, not enough guys making plays and finishing plays at the point of attack. Didn't think we fit the run, obviously very being close to being what's acceptable. So really disappointed in that regard. But we're a talented football team. We have to have guys step up, but I just didn't think the execution to me was still, even though we had a pretty simple plan, trying to help our guys get to the football surrounded and get guys on the ground. So just poor performance for sure.
Sammy, then Jack.
Coach, Connor started the game. You put Dexter in. Was the plan to always play Dexter the rest of the way, or did he show something that made you feel comfortable that he could play?
Yeah, the plan was to definitely play Dex, like I said that earlier, and see how things went with him, and so how he was doing. I felt like he was doing a lot of good things, and so felt like that we need to keep him in the game. So it was going to be dependent upon how Dexter responded, and to how it would kind of play itself out the rest of the game. So I thought Dex was moving the football, obviously took us down, got us into the end zone, and gave us a chance to make some plays with his legs, extend the ball in the pass game, run the ball in the run game, and then making some throws. Obviously missed on some throws as well, but I think he got some really good experience today.
Jack and Keegan.
I guess with Dexter, did he show you enough today that that he'll be the starter moving forward, or do you think that is still a competition for next week?
We will evaluate that as a staff, but I like what I saw from Dexter today.
Keegan, then Seth.
Coach, do you think that your team offensively kind of needs a quarterback that can do it in both phases, run and throw?
Well, I think anytime you have a guy that can do that, it obviously takes pressure off your offensive line in both the pass game and the run game. It affects the hats that they have in the box in the run game and how they fit those runs. So yeah, I think anytime you have a guy that has the ability to do both, it can help you without question, as long as they can throw the ball with a high enough accuracy to allow you to throw the ball well. So that's the thing that obviously Dexter has shown flashes of that. He needs to be more consistent in those areas. But yeah, I just I've said many times before, you have a guy that can extend the play with his legs. It does put more stress on the defense without question.
Seth and Mason.
We saw Carter Smith go in for Parker Hanna during the game. Was that injury related or performance related? And we saw Bradley go down. I guess what's his status?
Yeah, I don't know Bradley's status. It's a lower leg injury. We'll find out more about that when we get out of here and we're done with this. So I thought Bradley or Carter was expected to play. Practicing this week. He was with the scouts last week. Has been on the scouts, pretty much the whole season. So just felt like he's making lots of progress and wanted to see what he could do. So we brought him up this past week. He got a lot of reps with our ones and twos and felt comfortable putting him in there. And I would say it's a tall task for a true freshman that hasn't played at all, and it hasn't spent much time with those guys, but spent the whole week there. And when you do that, you evaluate how they do throughout those practices, and if you feel good enough to put them out there, you do it. I thought, I haven't seen the film obviously, but I thought he did some good things. It's a tough position to play, especially against the defensive line that Ohio State has, and so I'm really excited about Carter's potential, his upside, and then we're just trying to find a way to maximize our roster, get our young guys really strong development here late in the season, and get them prepared for their future.
Mason and Wilson.
Coach, you mentioned that you were really disappointed in the run game plays that you guys gave up. What was it about Ohio State's attack that was just forcing so many big holes for them?
Yeah, to me, getting whipped up front, which I thought was, something that we knew they had big physical offensive line. You got to win your gaps, you got to win your technique, you got to win the technique, and I think we did a very good job of that. And our D-line's got to play better, linebackers got to fit better, and they got to finish tackles better. And I think really, to me, it's the front seven is kind of what I put it on more than anything. After, obviously I haven't watched anything, but just from seeing it in person, just too many creases, too many seams, too many loose fits. So get a little thin linebacker without question, but guys got to step up.
Wilson, then Evan.
Tom, you touched on it a little bit, but how Dexter can extend plays, but just how does that affect how you go about attacking this Ohio State defense when you have a quarterback who can run a little more than that?
Yeah, it helps you without question, but he is awfully young, so I think you're just going through, as we put together a game plan this week, trying to maximize that when he was in there without putting too much on him, so I think there's a balance with all that. But yeah, I just think that any time, you can force them to have to count for him. He's just an extra guy in the box. It's +1 offense mindset, so they got to either trigger a safety or do something, schematically to adjust for him. So definitely gives you an advantage, and we want to be able to keep expanding that without question. So like I said, I liked what I saw from him. Obviously, it gives us a chance to do more things with him, and how that continues to grow. But once again, you got to find guys on your roster who can help you move the football on offense and get first downs and eventually score points.
Evan, last one.
Are you going to be seeing more freshmen and letting them get experience on the field, and what's the benefit of doing that at this point of the season?
Well, the one benefit is based within the rules. You got 4 games, so this is where, we fully aware of that. Don't want to burn a whole guy's season, and have him play 5 games, So but we have guys that have those games left, so the experience is invaluable without question. So I just think that's a big part of it, is being able to get guys more experience, more guys developed and improving. And so and it just helps their motivation as well. So anytime you can play young guys and give them that great experience late in the season is a plus.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Awesome, have a great night, brother.
We'll bring up Dex.